This was back on June 23, 2025, when a 4.5 magnitude earthquake hit Guangdong, China. The father panicked, grabbed his younger son, and bolted outside. The older son sensed the danger and dashed off too, but he refused to let go of his chopsticks. As he ran, he shouted for his mom to come with them. She strolled out of the bedroom, realized what was happening, but instead of heading out, she calmly walked towards the kitchen. Oh, no way, dying hungry. The boy ran back, spun the lazy Susan, and shoveled food in. He grabbed a bowl of rice, and what was probably his favorite dish, his father barked at him to put them back. He darted back and crammed in a few last bites. Finally, wiping his mouth, the boy ran out. Netizens were thrilled and affectionately nicknamed him Earthquake Eating Brother. This is what netizens had to say.
Earthquake is temporary, but food is eternal.
That boy had top priority to finish his food.
The boy is a man of focus, commitment, and sheer will. Nothing can come between him and his food.
Earthquake is scary, but hunger is scarier.
I genuinely admire the mom. She stayed calm and handled everything like a pro. The dish she made must have been incredible to earn that much love from her son, even in the middle of an earthquake. If she ever opens a restaurant, that video would be a perfect commercial. In the instant an earthquake strikes, human reaction vary dramatically. Run or not? That kid in the last row jumped first. Then everyone else followed, perfectly in sync. Using a textbook to stop the ceiling from falling? Nice try. What a hopeless human. Seriously, still snoring away through all this noise? I've been yelling myself hoarse, and she's still out cold. I need a new owner. One who actually wakes up. I bet she will never dare to play darts again.
Oh no, it's an earthquake.
Yeah, whatever. Let it shake.
Oh,
Hey, don't run. What are you running for? Just let it shake.
I'm really curious. Where did they all run to? In China, most people live in apartment buildings. Taking stairs is too slow. Taking the elevator is a death wish. Sometimes the safest option is to find somewhere inside to hide. Go for small spaces surrounded by load-bearing walls, like the kitchen or bathroom. Most earthquakes only last a few seconds. Even the strongest ones rarely last more than 30 seconds, although they can feel much longer. Never run while the ground is shaking. Instead, drop down onto your hands and knees. This is the safest position because it keeps you from being knocked over and lets you crawl slowly towards shelter. Remember, drop, cover, and hold on. Don't be like him, hopping around like a Tom the cat. Sure, when the floor's shaking, it might feel steadier to bounce, but come on. I wonder, if God is truly God, the Almighty God, why doesn't He erase all the disasters from the planet so that humanity never has to suffer again? It's the question that humanity has asked countless times throughout history. Earthquakes, floods, volcano eruptions, why do they keep happening? Are they just agents of destruction? One explanation is this. In the midst of disaster, we see the brightest light of human nature. A mother walks her two daughters home from school. They are chatting away until the building suddenly starts to shake. The girls scream and run to their mom, who wraps her arms around them like a hen shielding her chicks, holding them tight beneath her. When it's over, she guides them to safety. The frightened cat leaps to the floor. In her panic, the woman bends down and curls up under the table. Her husband rushes over, using his not-so-big frame to shield her as best as he can. In a heartbeat, the husband flips over and covers his wife with his body. The mother pulls her child close, arms tight around him. This big brother senses the danger, calls for his sister, but before she can get to him, he's already run over and wrapped her in his arms. This brother springs up from the couch, quickly scans the room, then grabs his sister's hand and pulls her to safety. This one family realizes it's an earthquake and everyone rushes outside, except the young husband, who bolts upstairs. His wife is still up there. He loses a shoe in the scramble. The whole family charges up to help. He finally guides her wife down, one arm holding her steady. Maybe it's not that God hasn't answered our prayers. Maybe He's been answering them all along. Through the hands that help, the feet that run, and arms that hold. But some disasters shouldn't be blamed on fate. They don't strike out of nowhere. They are man-made. On March 28, 2025, a 30-story government audit building under construction in Bangkok collapsed within just 8 seconds after being shaken by a 7.7 magnitude earthquake centered in Myanmar. It was the only building in all of Thailand to completely collapse during the quake. 92 people were killed and 4 remain missing. Inspections revealed that half of the 13 tested steel reinforcements used by a Chinese contractor failed to meet standards, many described as hard on the outside, soft on the inside. This shoddy project on Global became a stark warning to the world. Back to the question we raised earlier. If I could keep asking, if God is truly all-powered, why doesn't He stop man-made disasters? Why didn't He sound the alarm the moment the first 40 steel bar was laid? Maybe it's because He gave us something else. The freedom to choose, the responsibility to face the consequence. We can choose to cut corners or hold the line. We can choose to stay silent or speak up. He's not here to solve every mess for us, but to let us learn in freedom what is right, what is wrong, and what must never be allowed to happen. So, when a building like this collapses, maybe the real question isn't, where was God, but where were the people who should have said no and didn't? When faced with the threat of disaster, some people place their hopes in prophecies. Others ask harder questions. Can the buildings we live in really hold up? Have we prepared a safe room for our children? What about you? What do you think? Have you ever lived through a moment like this? Thank you for watching Suit Talk, where you get the real China, not a real China. Don't forget to like and subscribe.